I'm reading the first essay in Ariana Kelly's collection Phone Booth, and it's called Disconnected. Standing in a garden in Natsuchi, a small town in the Iwate Prefecture on the east coast of Japan, there is a non-working telephone booth that has nevertheless been used by more than 10,000 people since the spring of 2011, when a 9.0 earthquake and massive tsunami killed 15,000 people and dislocated hundreds of thousands more. Built by Itaru Sasaki, a 69-year-old resident of the area so that people could communicate with loved ones who were killed or missing, the wooden-framed booth, which has plate glass windows and a door that closes, is named Kaze no Denwa Box, or Phone Booth of the Winds. Although he installed a rotary dial telephone within the booth, Sasaki never connected the line. Instead, there is a small notepad on the shelf beneath the telephone where people can leave messages and trust that the wind will carry the contents to their intended recipients. Atsuchi was one of the areas most devastated by the tragedy. The town lost 10% of its population, most of its 650 fishing boats, and all of its sea farm business. The waves that poured over the reinforced concrete seawall were nearly 30 feet tall, rising level with the clock face on the second floor of Atsuchi's town hall building. While the frame of the building remains, the town records are gone, swept out to sea, and that is the case for much of the area. What abides is the carapace of what was. After the last waves of the tsunami receded into the ocean, a ferry perched precariously atop a 2-story building. Fires that began in the wake of the disaster burned for days because the fire department had been totally destroyed. Even before the earthquake and tsunami, though, people were worried about the future of Atsuchi. The fishing industry was diminishing, as was the job market in general. Now younger families are understandably leery of building again so close to the coast. In such a stricken environment, it might have been easy to perceive this disconnected phone booth as a whimsical art project incommensurate with the scale of loss experienced by the survivors for whom it was intended. But quite the opposite has happened, and for the past several years, there has been a steady stream of visitors to the booth, both from Atsuchi and other parts of Japan. Perhaps it provides a necessary terminus, a destination in a place marked by eradication. Perhaps one antidote to tragedy is useless beauty, or just uselessness. In early January of 2015, almost 4 years after the tsunami, when high winds knocked the booth over, shattering its windows and ripping off its door, money poured in from all over Japan for its repair.